basis on some shit that happened recently. I know everybody's seen it already though, but your man Ja, he done lost his mind again. I'm gonna say he lost his mind this time because the first time you get it passed. The first time you get it passed for doing some silly shit like that. Second time, it's like, all right, bro, like you're bugging, you know. You
Well,
know,
would you not to cut you off, but would you say he lost his mind, or is it just like really just like stupid decision making?
yeah, when you lose your mind, you make bad decisions. Nah. You know what? Bro. You know what? Like I said, in this second scenario, he wasn't recording himself. So I'm gonna say the first one is worse than this one. It's just that you gotta pick your friends wisely, bro. Like seriously, like
Tell your friend stop recording.
yeah,
You know what's so funny about it? His man's. I feel like while he was recording, when Job picked up the pole, I feel like he thought about it, and that's what because it kind of moved quickly. Like it was like oh nah, bro, he put that up real quick, but he's still on live, so it's not like he could take it down. He would have just got off live. But
yeah.
I want to ask the public a question, right? Feel me? And this is a morals and money type of question. Like
Mm-hmm.
in all type of industries, any type of perspective, right? If you had a contract, right? If you had a partnership with somebody and they said, all right, with this partnership, we gonna make and pay you, you feel me, 300,000. I mean 300 million, right? So off rip, you already know you probably getting 150 every year, or whatever the case may be. You getting 50 mil every year,
Every
right?
year, yeah, 50, 50, 50.
But in this contract, you have stipulations. You can't do certain things.
He didn't
Would you
read the
sign
fine
that?
print.
Would you sign that contract?
He must have never read the fine print.
Like that right there, we just need to sit back and think about. If we were in any position, and like for the podcast, for instance, if we was in a position to get sponsorship partners and things of that nature, but they said, all right, in our contract, we can't do certain things. We would have to really sit there, think, and deliberate with ourselves. Do we want to sign this contract because do we want to put up with these rules and regulations?
It's just like a job. Like that's how I compared it, bro. I'm like, well, matter of fact, it is a job when you bowling in the NBA. It's a job. It's like when you doing your onboarding and you got to sign your EEO, your tax papers, and all of that. You got to read the fine print because there's things that's in that fine print that give the NBA more control over the players, you know, decisions or whatever he's doing on the outside of the NBA. That's what we see today. That's
Mm-hmm.
why a lot of players, as a matter of fact, I said this before too on our old episodes. I had took them down. The NBA has become a place where your notoriety goes based off of what happens on social media. So if you popping on social media, if you got this certain presence on social media, if you're a marketable person, they gonna give you all the clout. You got all the clout. You
Mm-hmm.
going, yeah, I mean, they give you all the deals, everything. In this situation, that's what we see with Ja Morant. They saw that he has this aura around him that he could pull in folks from our community and maybe from other communities. But in that fine print, when he's signing these contracts, I'm 100% sure he's not reading the part that says we own this, and that, and you can't do this, and that without our say so.
It's not a I feel like with the NBA or sports in particular, right? And that's why I said in any industry, for anybody's perspective, it's not what you can't do, some like on some, it's the perception that you give the job that you're at, your company, the organization. If you do certain things, people will look at us a certain way.
No,
So
that's a
I just
fact
feel
though.
like with the basketball aspect of it, it's like, all right, cool. You're supposed to be a fake role model. And Charles Barkley always say on TNT, NBA TNT, I'm not a role model. He's been saying that for years. Charles
He's
Barkley done punch fans in the face. He done curse people out. But at the end of the day, he says, I'm not a role model.
He's a
But
coon. Charles Barkley's a coon.
you could say that, but at the end of the day, he made that clear to where somebody can't say, oh, I should look up to him and aspire to be like that. But at the end of the day, like you're saying, social media plays a big part because now you got high school students and college students getting NIL deals. NIL is your image and likeness.
Name,
So
image, likeness. Yeah.
so if people like you, if you have a good image, the company wants to do a partnership with you and pay you because you are going to bring in people to buy their products. You're now a commodity to them, which is kind of fucked up in itself, but it's like you're getting paid to do that. So if you want to do that, you got to uphold a certain type of image
Image.
for the public.
Yeah, image. But you know what's keep no,
I was just gonna say, if your image is already like your image is already seen to the public as you're a good person, you're a good citizen, he's a good basketball player, then that's what they want you to keep upholding and keep presenting to the public. Now, once you switch off that,
but you know what's fucked up about it though? And this is how I feel. And Steven Jackson put something up too related to this, and I'm gonna address what he said first. He put something up basically where it was a picture of Chris Kaman from 2012, 13, and 14, and him in different pictures holding poles and not pistols, rifles, like ARs, M16, well, ARs, all assault rifles. So like this, like vest on, scrapped up, and his caption was, "It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it." Right. So I ain't gonna get into the whole race aspect of it and everything, but I think that is extremely fucked up that they're taking his personal life and they're trying to correlate it with basketball. Like I never really like growing up, I never really looked at any basketball players as role models. Like if I looked at them as a role model, it was specifically for how they played the game. Like you ain't back in the day, like we know this, bro. We wasn't on some, oh, we want to be like LeBron James because LeBron James is a good father, even though like he has these accolades and you can't take it away. He's a good father, or he raised his kids right. We ain't want to do that. We wanted to be LeBron James because LeBron James was yakking it on niggas and going the whole 94 feet from start to finish and just yakking it on niggas. So that's or like Kobe, like when you do the back end move, spin move. What you say when you shoot the ball? Kobe. You don't walk with your daughter or your two daughters and you don't look at them and you be like, Kobe. Like, so, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I just think it's fucked up because it's like, bro.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie, because at the end of the day, his season is over. He was at his crib in his car, and you feel me? He ain't hurting nobody. So it's I feel like they are blowing it out of proportion a little bit, but at the same time, I just feel like we all just need to realize social media is sometimes the worst thing to be on.
Yeah, bro.
When I say that, I just mean like we got to think about what we putting up, because people gonna take it and run with it. You feel me? And like I said before, we may not be trying to put out a perception of, oh, I'm a thug and this and that. I just like, you feel me, pistols. I just like the gun range. I like shooting out in the open, things like that. You feel me? He may like to do that. And like Lil Wayne said, you feel me, in that video, we don't know him. Like we said before, we don't know him. We don't know his family members. So yeah, we may think they come from a small town. You feel me? Yes, he is young. He's still 24. His prefrontal cortex isn't super fully developed. So yeah, he may be a little wild sometimes. But let's not blame it on the music. Let's not act like we know him. I just feel like, you feel me? You got to be discreet with some things.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially when you out in the open. You got to be discreet. That's like anything in life.
Nah, yeah. I hear you totally, bro. I hear you.
I don't want people to know my business.
100%. Like I that's why I said I hear you, because it's like even now, like to the type of person I like to be to myself, bro. I don't like too many people knowing what's going on with me, especially when it comes to the serious things. Like, even if I did or didn't have a gun, like people in my own community, they wouldn't know that. Why? Because I'm not outside on something. Yeah, I got the pole, or letting them know, like, nah, I don't got no pole. Like, yeah, I mean, if something was to go down, then you would find out. But at that point, it's like I'm not flashing nothing. I'm not flogging. I'm not fronting. I ain't doing that. The music don't got me out. But one thing I will say, how old is y'all again? 24, right?
24.
24. Okay, so when I was 24, we wasn't on that. But when we was in high school and in college, listening to Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Fredo and Santana, I ain't even going front. Sometimes they songs made us beat the shit out of niggas for no reason. And
Yeah.
you already know, bro. The music, it plays at a certain frequency that just gets to your head, and you just be on some like,
Yeah.
So
Right.
at that point, do we do we blame him, or I think like what I'm basically trying to say is, because everybody is in control of their own actions, but how do we react to them when they got the same dudes who make the music and stuff like that? Like, I'm gonna say the Migos, for example, because they're somehow, some way, at every freaking basketball game. They rap about this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they be down. They make sure they catch them on the camera, jewelry bussing, like
Mm-hmm.
drip. Or what do, like, my thing is, what y'all think, if y'all think Ja doing something like that is a big issue? What y'all think y'all doing when y'all got that stuff there? Like, first of all, they're not, if they're not making no type of music that's pushing the community forward, and then you got them at the games, a place where you say you're supposed to try to push the right message or whatever,
Or a family message.
or the family message, and this is what you got here. Like, I'm not going to take credit away from the times where they got the Jay-Z's and the Beyonce's and those people, because I'm guessing those is the true family moments. But for the rappers that do rap that, and they be all like even in 2K, like some of these songs is in 2K, and as the music is playing, you could see, like, they gotta blur some of the music out, some of the parts out, because they saying certain things. But bro, you putting the song in the game. So what message do you think that's putting out? You get what I'm saying?
All right. All right. Yeah, I guess a double standard. What message are you trying to promote?
Like, yeah, bro, I think they trying to blackball old boy, like Allen Iverson him,
Yeah, I think they just trying to Allen Iverson him. Like
Allen Iverson him.
they trying to, not even trying to. They want him to get in this type of, go back to how he was when he was a rookie. Because
Right.
like we don't, like I said, we don't know him. We don't know if his cousins is really in the streets. We don't know if his uncle's really in the street. We don't know if his, feel me, any type of family member really in the street. We don't know if he had friends really in the streets. We don't know him. Yes, they from a small town, but we don't know him.
Yes.
So you feel me? I feel like Allen Iverson was the prime example back in the day with David Stern, his braids, the way he used to dress baggy, the way he used to, he definitely tried to come out with a hip hop album. So
Mm-hmm.
with Ja doing all this now and people looking at it like, oh, all right, first step was AI and the braids and the tattoos, and now we got Ja with the dreads and he pulling out a gun and his friends is doing other stuff. Oh man,
And
we got to
and
tone this down.
his skin is, can't forget.
So it's like,
I ain't gonna lie, I hate pulling that card, because it, unfortunately, it shouldn't be a thing. But after seeing that Chris Kaman picture and then seeing that, it's like, bro, I think it's funny. I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. No, no, more or less though. All right, so moving
but
on.
you know how I think about it too, for like a morals and money standpoint. You just gave us a great example about how when Chief Keef came out with the drill and the drill scene hit the world, right? It still got the whole world in a frenzy, right? Still to this day, 12 years later, has
He
the whole
actually just dropped Almighty Soul too. Well,
world.
some songs, yeah. And
Oh,
that, I ain't gonna lie, that shit not.
that's heat. That's heat. We might have to
That's
listen
it.
to that.
That's it.
But like I said, like a whole 12 years later, the world is still in this bit of frenzy, right? The music had us going so crazy that we would even like, we even, us as a culture took their slang, you feel me, to, you even have people in other places, other boroughs, other states that throw up the same type of signs that they started throwing up. So it's like the influence,
Look, bro.
you feel me, it goes to the same extent of to Ja and to anybody that is around an atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, so even if you are in that atmosphere, I feel like you shouldn't promote it on the internet. Like I feel like that's rule number one from back in the day in the streets. It ain't no talking, and it ain't no promoting this on no broadcast.
But
You
that's
want to
the
be
thing
as
though.
low as possible.
That's the thing though. That's the thing, bro. Listen, he is not into that. And that is exactly why they're blowing it out of proportion. He is a civilian who is embracing his right, bro. Like full fledged. Like what? I'm in my car and this is on his phone, my friend, and this is my Thule.
My
But
problem.
the only thing that makes it an issue is that I'm a member of your organization. You know what it makes me think about? When I used to work for Gregory's in a coffee shop, right? I remember, and this is back when I was chiefing, like, oh Lord, bro. Went outside for my break. It's me and my son Ed was working together. Went outside, hitting the spliff, hitting the spliff. And then one of the customers who come in there on a regular walked by, and she had so much negative to say about me doing that in front of the establishment, adding on, oh, you making them look bad, da da da. But I'm saying to myself, like, I mean, what am I actually doing? You know, and this is back when weed wasn't legal in New York City. So
So she thought about it way worse.
yeah, way worse, way worse. And now when with this happening, I'm saying to myself, like, yo, so she gave me lip, gave me an attitude, told me about myself, told me I was embarrassing the company, told me I was making them look bad, da da da, this, that, and the third. But fast forward 5 years later, the shit is legal now, and they probably sell cannabis infused stuff inside the coffee shop. So then, what do you have to say to that now? Like, all right, oh, am I still making them look bad, or was I just now with it being legal, embracing my rights as a human being? You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's like them making polls. If they make polls legal out here, and
Yeah, the gun laws. If the gun laws was more lenient.
yeah, if they were more lenient out here and you could ride with it, or I won't even say ride with it because they always gonna try to throw in the intent part. But let's just say you on your porch and you got it sitting on your lap, and the cops just for some reason want to be jerks and come in, try to invade your premises because you see in there with a rifle on your lap or something, or whatever the case may be. That shouldn't change the image that you have, like, as a person, like. But with it being legal, all people should start. What I'm saying is, people should start to embrace it. Like, instead of bashing him for it, we need to understand that as Americans, we have a right to have those type of things, like to have a firearm. We have a right to carry that to protect ourselves. How much? 250 million.
How
That's
much he getting
job.
paid?
That's
Nah,
how.
I ain't gonna lie, he lost out on a lot of bread this year because of the situation. I know that's why they didn't pick him and select him to be on one of the all
Hold on, no.
teams
How much is he
or
getting?
NBA. His contract.
Yeah, what's his contract? They said 250 million, right? 500 million.
Nah, he get like his contract is like
Oh,
150.
150 million.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bugging, bro. If I'm worth 150 million, I got the pole on me every day, every second. Like, no one is telling me to not ride with my pole. My pole is coming with me everywhere. I'm worth 150 million. You think I'm gonna go out like that? Yeah, all right.
See, but also what the comeback thing to say is you should just have security, this and that, fourth and like that. That's fine and cool, but at the end of the day,
Your security could backdoor you.
like you said, we all have our rights, right? And this right here just goes to like how the NRA feels about guns and how the world feels about guns in a whole. And this goes to, you feel me, just the whole aspect of your morals and your money, right? You want to protect your money because you are an asset. You're not trying to be a liability. You don't want no liabilities around you. So in doing that, you have your guns because that is your right as a United States citizen. You have a Second Amendment right to bear arms, right? So in that token, I just think one, you should have your license in whatever state that you in. Hopefully, Ja get his Memphis license because I know you feel me. You can have a license to carry in Memphis.
Bro, I think he got it already, bro. That's what I'm
So
saying.
You feel
I
me?
think he has it already. Why wouldn't
Then
you
that
just hold on, ask yourself a question real quick, right? And I'm happy for this because for those who gonna watch this video, to ask yourself a question. You think him being worth 150 million, 24 years old, you think he is dumb enough to not have any documentation to prove that
I
that's
will
real?
hope he does, honestly, because it's probably easier to get it in Memphis and all those other states. So I would definitely hope he does. That's right there. I'd have been said like, listen, I have a license to carry, like, bro,
Who
and I'm
need who
on
needs
my
to know it
property.
though? Like who needs to know? Like
It's
who
the fact that now he's getting in trouble, and is whether the fact of the first time it wasn't his gun, then the second time is it your gun? What like then it's the stipulation of the NBA rules of there's no guns on NBA premises and things like that, or around the teams and for NBA activities. Again, my season is over and I'm at home on my property.
so you know what that mean, or you know what they basically trying to say when they say that, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, if you can't have it on premises and you still getting in trouble off premises, then the premises is not the place. Nigga, you are the premises. That's what they say. You are the premises, and
You know
you
what
got it on our premises, boy. Boy, boy,
I'm
boy, lock your ass. Boy, don't he gonna take 5 whips to the back, man. That's
saying?
basically what that is, boy. That's basically what they saying. Like, all right, you can't have it on NBA premises, but now you off premises, you on Instagram. So one of the two things, I put up one finger. One of these two things is basically they saying belongs to the NBA. It's either him or his social media. And at the end of the day, in this world that we live in, let's just face the fact that we moving forward in a artificial intelligence based type world. You are your Instagram. Your Instagram is a business card, right? That's a bio, right? Back in the day, what you used to say, nah, I don't want to put these type of videos on Instagram because I don't want nobody to see it, right? That's what you used to say. So that's
Facts.
what it is now. But in a situation like this, when you playing with people money and you playing with people livelihood, gotta say, I gotta call it for what it is, bro. They dragging it, and there needs to be some type of rule implemented where they don't have this much control because it kind of reminds me of communism. Who owns the NBA?
Shit, man.
I'm hearing they say China. They are jacking there. I'm hearing they be saying China. So
Telling you, it's just it's a lot, bro. It's a lot of decision making. What you want to do, though, and then that's why I'm like, it's a toss up because it's like, bro, I don't see no problem with the second time. The first time is like I really didn't see a super issue with it. It's just don't pull it out in the club on live.
that's
But
more of an intense situation, like in the club, and you got it. All right,
second time,
now I'm forced to believe you trying to air the place
I
out.
get in trouble at my crib on an
Like,
off day.
come on, bro.
It's crazy.
That's
And
crazy.
that's crazy. But like I said, bro, I'd rather just stay off social media.
Yeah, that's what he gonna have to do now.
I'd
It's
rather
going.
stay on social media.
I
All the
think
pros, when we doing stuff, don't be on live. You feel me? You know what's so funny? All the old heads, even though they did not grow up in the social media age, and when I mean old heads, I'm talking about Carmelo, LeBron, Chris Paul, D Wade, uh, Kendrick Perkins, people like that, Paul Pierce. Even though they didn't grow up in the social media age, you know what they was doing when they was in the atmosphere of going crazy. What I heard that D Wade and them did, whenever they would have these crazy type of parties and functions,
NDAs,
NDA,
non-disclosures.
non-disclosure agreement.
But how
Meaning,
did that?
you
How
come
does that?
here, you can't say nothing about what's going on, and if you do, I will sue you.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I mean, does
Us
that type of situation deserve an NDA?
but the NDA is just staying off the gram or staying off the gram and off live. Yo, bro, when we macking, when we got joints around, when we doing this, when we got the poles around, we is off live.
Nah,
We
facts.
is
So
off the phones. You hear me? When the girls come, they gotta leave their phones at the front door.
yeah, because niggas got girlfriends out here, man. Ain't trying to get caught up.
You
See,
feel me? Like that's just you just gotta start moving smarter, bro. Like it
nah,
ain't even you feel me? Have your thing. Because at the end of the day, we have to learn. We got to know how to defend ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? So have it. Know how to use it. Teach your kids things like that. Know the ins and outs of it. I'm trying to know the ins and outs of it.
But don't play with it like it's a toy.
Don't play with it like it's a toy.
It's a
Because
toy.
then you're going to end up like the joke Charleston trying to say and shoot yourself in your knee.
Bro, he
was
was
wildin'.
solid. Like, nah, like y'all can check that too. Like, I posted that video on the
Go
tube.
check that out on the page too, man.
Yeah, I posted that. So
Trenches,
he said, yo, bro, son said, I hate niggas like you, man. Like, I hate niggas like you.
He sounds just like Uncle, like he had the Uncle Ruckus voice, yo.
Straight up, bro. I'm like, yo,
funny,
he is wild. I'm like, nah, bro,
Also,
why
like,
you
bro, you be
wildin'?
having some points. You listen to me, bro. You be having some points, but you be taking it too far. Like you so animated, bro. You a real character. You a grown ass man. You gotta chill, bro. For real.
Yo, that shit really had me in tears, bro. I'm like,
You said you want him to shoot himself in his kneecap, bro.
Yo, he said, nigga, nah, he said, niggas like you don't deserve guns. He said, I hate niggas like you. That shit had me crying, bro. Now, y'all can check that out. Y'all can check out Kwame Brown had a 4-minute rant on it too. Aiden Ross even said that they should lock Ja Morant up. Somebody said he was joking, but I put that video up too. Somebody said he was joking. I don't know. This is why it's crossing the line because somebody like him shouldn't even have say so on the situation like this. Like, no disrespect. You cloudy and all, but bro, you ain't. You're not. You know.
Everybody gonna have their perspective.
Like everybody gonna have their perspective.
Like we said in our other episodes on morals and money, go check those episodes out. It's perspective versus reality. Job reality is one thing, and everybody's perspective tells a story.
Nah, word though.
Shut your perspective up sometimes.
Kwame Brown said it too though. Kwame Brown said like, yo, he a dumb little nigga. That's what he said. He a dumb little nigga, and that
and everybody think he's trying to be tough.
But that's another thing where they cross the line, and I'm gonna touch bases on another one on that with y'all because we got 8 minutes left on this one.
Yeah, we're gonna hit y'all with a good commercial real quick. I hope you shopping that last breed and that Garner's Garden.
I mean, nah. You don't wanna flood it out too much on. You know what I mean, this is a lot of the content that's out that's basically around this is already out. You know what I mean, if y'all really wanna tune in, man, check those last videos out, and y'all get to hear for yourself what Kwame and Brown and them talking about. So for now, we gonna see what's gonna happen with Ja, and we gonna see if next year is really canceled for him. You know, so far he lost his deal, right? He lost a sneaker deal.
No, I don't think he lost the Nike deal. I think they.
Oh no! It's people saying now that they not gonna shop Ja Morant sneakers for this.
Yeah, people saying they're not gonna buy the sneakers, and then it was a post that said Nike took the sneaker down off the site real quick, but I don't think they canceled his deal.
Yeah, so he might not. That's what we waiting to find out, man. So for now, let's make sure y'all check that out. Thank you for tapping in. The Basketball Trenches.
Let us know on Morals and Money. DM us, answer the question on the YouTube comment. Let us know. What would you do if you was in this situation? If a organization, a corporation wanted you to sign a contract and pay you $150 million a year, but it's stipulations, it's rules in this contract. Would you throw away your bread? Would you throw away that contract?
That's a double-sided coin. I already know how that's gonna go out. You got folks that's gonna say, yeah, you got folks that's gonna say no. It's already happening. If you check Twitter now, you see a bunch of people saying it. Check the comments on some of this stuff. Blow your mind, bro. It's a lot of people that's on some like, nah, they pushing it too far. It's a lot of people that's on some like,
yeah, they better not.
He got his rights.
25 games. 25 games is the first half of the season. They better not suspend him for no 25 games.
Listen, man, he got his rights. But yeah, like I said, y'all, thank you for tuning in to the Basketball Trenches. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell. Stay plugged in like an extension cord, man. Let's get it. And don't forget to go check out Morals and Money. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
Gang.